guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ifedo. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Ifedo and I am a YouTuber based in Birmingham, United Kingdom. If you are a returning subscriber, you already know I love you so much. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for always showing me. Today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my relocation process. You guys know I recently just moved to the United Kingdom, so I'm going to be giving you guys the tea and everything, basically everything I had to go through to relocate to the United Kingdom. So make sure to sit back, relax, and also watch out for all your questions, because I've been seeing a lot of questions that you guys have been asking me and all of that. So yeah, I'm going to be answering everything today. If I do not answer everything in this video, then watch out for a part 2 where I'm going to be answering the rest of the questions, because in this particular video I'm only going to be talking about my application process, my visa process, and all of that. But in the next one, I'm going to be giving you details about my travel process, arriving to the UK, accommodation, and all of that. So yeah, watch out for that if your question is in that department. Before we get into the video, I would like to actually just say a very big thank you to all of you, my new subscribers. So I know that we have new faces on this channel now, and I honestly love you guys. Like, you guys are the best, because you guys have been sending me love messages. You guys have been, you guys have just been really nice to me, and all I can say is thank you. I really appreciate you guys for the love and support, and you guys should not stop right there, okay? Don't stop supporting me, because this channel, we have big things coming your way. But yeah, let us get right into today's video.
I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up.
You guys have been asking me, even though I recently posted a vlog stating that I'm an international student, but a lot of you guys have been asking me, so I'm just gonna say it. I actually moved to the UK to study. I moved as an international student. So here I am currently studying, doing my master's degree at the Birmingham City University here in the UK. So I am an international student. Yeah. Let's talk about the application and my journey. I decided that I wanted to relocate out of Nigeria in 2020, but I wasn't really making active measures. I was applying to Canada all that time because I already have a master's degree from Nigeria. For those of you that don't know, I studied architecture in Bells University of Technology, and I did both my BSc and my MSc there. So because I already have my master's degree and I was already exhausted from schooling and all of that, I was like, I don't want to relocate for school anymore. So I was applying for Canada Express Entry. I'm sure a lot of you heard about when they paused it and all that. I didn't even get a chance to enter into the pool before that happened. So it actually gave me a bit of a setback, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna stay in Nigeria and just chill until God says it's my time. But then enters everything, coronavirus, and then the country just started becoming worse and worse for me to enjoy. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to process school. I also tried processing school in Canada. I had to pay application fee. Lucky for me, I only paid once because I only applied to one school and they gave me a la. But at that point in time, I wasn't even very upset because the course I applied for was not even what I wanted eventually. I just applied for that because I'm like, you know what, let me just jackpot and all of that. But yes, I then decided to sit down and think about what I wanted to do. So if you are planning on relocating anywhere for school, the first thing you need to think about is what course do you want to study and all of that. And yes, I used an agent. So I contacted my agent and I was like, okay, this is what I did in my BSc. This is the certificate I have, and I don't want to continue in this line. because I already have a master's degree in this course. I wouldn't want to pay a lot of money to go and get another master's degree in architecture and all of that. So what can I do? And then he suggested, oh, you can do construction management. I thought about that. I didn't want that. He also suggested interior design. That was something I was also considering, because yeah, I enjoy doing some interiors there and there, but I'm like, I can always like work as an interior designer if I want to. I don't have to pay so much money to come to the UK, knowing fully well that my aim and objective is Jackpot, which is not coming back to Nigeria. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me think. And over the years, I have been leaning into tech, because you know, everybody knows that tech is the new thing now. So I took a course in UI UX, which is design, and I could relate a lot of things that I had learned in architecture into it. So I'm like, why don't I go and take a course in that? So I did my research, search for the school and all of that. And it was easy for me to get the school because my elder sister did a master's in the school as well. And so I was just like, this is a city I would like to be in. After all of these thoughts and consideration, I then went on to talk to my agent, like, okay, this is what I have decided. I don't want to do any of the courses you are recommending. I want to do user experience design. And then he was like, oh, they're not going to give you admission, blah blah blah, because of your background. But because I did my research and I knew that the course I was applying for is a conversion course, 1, 2, it's like, it's something I can easily relate to because of my background. I knew fully well that they were gonna give me an admission. So I told him, I'm like, see, this is my CV. I have tailored it in a way where it shows that I have little experience in this. I just want to learn more. Also, my statement of purpose, I had written it in a way where it shows that, okay, this thing is what I want to do now, and this is what drove my interest in it. So he kind of, you know, dragged a bit. I was like, you know, this is better. He gave me proof like, oh, construction management is something I'll easily get a job. But I also told him that in UX designer as well, I will easily get a job. So please, that is what I want to do. We shall drag. Around January 2022, I sent him all my documents completely, and then he applied for me. For those of you asking for the name of my agent, the contact of my agent, I'm going to put it in my description box. His contact, website, and everything, so you guys can always contact them. And one thing I like about my agents is that they listen to you, they're ready to help you. If you need anything, talk to them. If you want to follow up on them, you can. Like, they're always there. So it's not all those agents that will just tell you, you know what, I'm going to apply for you, just I'll call you when it's ready. No. In fact, I asked for password, details of every single thing he was doing. So as he was doing it, I was seeing it. Though we didn't get to see physically because my agent is in Abuja and I am in Lagos, but we were always video calling if it was necessary, voice calls and all of that. So yes, they are very reliable and trustworthy, so you can contact them. StudyNowEduCare, that is the name of my agent. I'm going to put details and everything in my description box, so you can contact them if you want to. Moving on, we applied. What are the documents I used to apply? I used my statement of purpose, my degree certificate, which is very important, my passport data page. So if you are thinking of relocating and you don't have a passport, my dear, stop playing, go and get your passport ready, because in fact, from the if that's even the first thing they asked for before SOP and all of that. That's the very first thing they asked for. So you submit a CV as well, you submit 2 references. Well, I'm talking about requirements for my own school. Some schools don't require 2 references, some schools don't even ask for reference at all, but for my school, I'm telling you what I used. So CV, statement of purpose, data page of your passport, statement of purpose. I submitted 2 references, 1 academic and 1 work reference. So I got 1 from my place of work and I got 1 from my lecturer in school. I also submitted hold on, let me check. I submitted, yeah, my transcript. So initially I used my student copy of transcript to apply, but then I applied for the school to send a copy of my official transcript to my agent. Some schools even require, instead of you or your agent sending it directly, they require your school themselves to post it to them. So whichever one it is, you get that ready. And then what else? Yeah, that WAEC results, that's very important, because that is what they use to evaluate your English proficiency. Most schools in UK don't ask for IELTS anymore, and then that IELTS is very tricky. If you're going to be doing IELTS, make sure you do the academic, not the professional, because if you do the professional, be general knowledge, you will not be able to use it for school. So make sure you do the academic. But most times your WAEC, as far as you pass English in your WAEC, they are going to use that as English proficiency. So these were the documents that I used to apply and all of that. Then my agents applied for me and we were waiting to get the admission. So the application was done in January and I got my admission, I think early March. Yeah, very early in March. So the agent, I even saw the email first, Steph. So I got the email saying that I'd gotten an admission for UX design. In fact, they gave me an unconditional admission, so I didn't need to meet any other condition. I didn't need to meet any requirement. They were just like, babes, you are there. I was so excited because I was like, thank you, Lord, all my plans to jackpot, you know, they come true. That's where the real problem now started, because they now sent me the admission, and on that they wrote like the tuition fee and all of that. And yeah, there was one mistake that happened in my process. So my agent applied for me for the course without a placement. So if you check like portals for universities and all of that, you see they might tell you that okay, this course has a placement. There will be an option for no placement, so you just take the course for 1 year and you are done, because most UK schools are 1 year. But mine, I wanted the one that had placements because it just gives me more chances, basically just extend my visa a bit. That's all. My agent applied for no placement and I was like, no, I don't want this. So I called him and I'm like, the school, like, you need to contact the school for them to change the admission. But at that point in time, they already asked me to pay a deposit of £4,000 and all of that. So as at April was when I paid my deposit. I used Form A and I just paid. It went within 2 weeks. Yes, that was even before the whole Form A wahala started, so it was easy. I used UBA and it went within 2 weeks. Then the school emailed me back. They said they had gotten my payments and the request to change my admission from no placement to placement, that I had to wait for 3 weeks. So within that 3 weeks, I couldn't do anything except for my interview, because my school also asks for interview. So you're going to do an interview for them to even further with you. You have already paid deposit too, but for them to further with you that okay, you have passed your interview and you're going to be fully admitted, you have to do that interview. So they call it a precast interview. The precast interview is something that the visa office used to do when you apply for visa as a student. Before COVID, I think they used to do that, but since this COVID thing started, you know, a lot of people can't be going because it was a face-to-face interview. Because to stop people from like coming in and all of that, they just contacted the universities to be doing it. Some schools do it, some schools don't. My school do. So we scheduled the interview, and we scheduled the interview for April. I can never forget. My interview was April 19th, a day after my birthday. It was so funny because I was carrying the interview on my head and I was reading, I was learning. And you know, the funny thing is that all that they were just concerned about is, can you afford to pay your school fees? The precast interview didn't take time. It was about maybe an hour or thereabout. And basically, all they asked me was, how do I want to pay my money? I'm self-funded and all of that. And I applied as a self-funded student who is getting assistance from my parents. So then they asked me details. What do my parents do? How much do they have in their bank account? How much do I have in my bank account? And all of that. They also asked me for details of my proof of fund, how much is in the account and all of that. And the way you calculate your proof of fund is your school fees minus the deposit you already made. So basically the rest of your school fees plus the living expenses of the city that you are in. And I think for every city is the same thing except from London. The living expenses for London I think is about 12,000 or so, and for my city is about 9,000. So you add that plus the rest of your tuition fee, and yeah, you get the money. Then you convert it to naira. So I told him the amount that I had in my naira account that I'm going to show them as my proof of fund. Because did he ask me why did I want to come to the UK? Why didn't I consider other places? Just basic questions. That easy questions that you can answer. So in case your school asks you for an interview, just set your mind to things like that, or do your research based on that school as well. So I did the interview, then I didn't get the response back, and I was getting scared because I was very sure that me, they are going to pick me now. I did not get a response. So after the guy told me that I was gonna get a response in I think 48 hours, but I didn't get a response until I emailed him personally because I had his own personal email. So I emailed him and I was like, I didn't get a response back. What is going on? And then it was like, oh, on the record it shows that I have passed that. Because of the inflow of people and all of that, that they have too many people to respond to, so I should not worry, they will get back to me. But I think the reason, because I later found out that the reason why they didn't get back to me was because they were working on my my second admission letter to show that I want the course that has the placement. But I already did my interview, so that was out of the way. Then from April to June, I literally had to wait to get the second admission letter. But during that time, I did my tuberculosis test because I also had to submit that to the school to show them that I have my tuberculosis test. So basically, everything you need to apply for your visa, you are going to send this to the school first before they can send you CAS. That's for my own school. Some schools are not like that, but mine was like that. So that's why I'm saying that everybody's process is very different. Your process is very different from my own. So I shall waited though. When I got the letter, I printed out my bank statement, which was showing all the money that I needed. And also be very careful when you are printing out your bank statement. Within the 28 days that you have to print to show that this money has been in your account for, you shouldn't do any transaction that is going to show maybe somebody is loaning you money and they will now write in the description of the message loan or all those things. Be very careful because these things affect you, because they feel like the money is your money and they don't want to be seen. Even if the money is not your money, even if you are calling your uncle or somebody to send money to your account, make sure they don't put any terrible description because it affects you. So this is just small advice and small insight. So I printed out the bank statement showing 30 days actually, and then after printing out the bank statement, I submitted my tuberculosis test. Guys, I don't even want to dive into the stress we went through for the tuberculosis test. This girl over here behind me, she's there.
Hi guys.
We went through the stress together, guys, doing the tuberculosis test and everything. It was mad, it was a lot. We went first to go and apply for a date. They were telling us that we can never get a date in June. It's going to be July 15 or be July 8. I remember we shall beg them that uncle, is not possible, we need this thing. Eventually we were able to do it, I think June 17 or so. The day we went to call, we did the test in the morning. We had to wait for the result. They told us to go and come back, but we were like, if we go on, we'll sleep off another Uber money to go and come back. We stayed by 2, we'll get it. We didn't get our result until 6. Well, rain beat us, but the good part is we met a lot of people. The people that are jackpotting from Nigeria, the people that even jackpot this September, I'm very sure there are a lot. But yeah, so we submitted all of that, and then after submitting, you wait for your CAS. So I waited for about 3 days. I think I submitted my documents on Thursday and I got my CAS on Monday. Yes, so I got my CAS on Monday, and after getting the CAS, it was time to apply for my visa. And because I already had like everything I needed set and accepted, it was already even with my agent. It just went ahead to open my visa application process. But when you are doing that one too, you can't just leave everything to your agent. You also have to like monitor if it's possible to do a video call so that they can be like, you can be seeing what they are doing, or they will give you the login details so you can also log in and see the progress before they submit. So it was time to pay, and for the visa application you had to pay for IHS, which is the health insurance, and the visa fee. Mine, because my course was for 18 months, because the IHS fees for the amount of time you are going to be in the UK for. So mine was 18 months, so I paid for like the 18 months straight. So in case like there's discrepancy, maybe you have a friend that is doing 1 year and your own is more, and you are seeing like difference in the price, don't be confused. It's per the amount of time you are going to be in the UK for. So I paid for the IHS and the visa fee. The money was in dollars. The two of them, they always ask for the money in dollars, so you have to be careful. You can use a Nigerian dollar card. I didn't, because my sister had a bad experience using a dollar card. So instead I called my sister in the UK to pay with a pounds account. But I don't think you can pay with naira card, you know that there is dollar limit. So yes, I did all of that, and I applied for my visa. Okay, time to pick biometric dates. That's how my agent called me back. He's not seeing date, and as at this time when I was applying, it was July. He said he's not seeing any date in July, and I'm like, you say? And this was like early July. He said he's not seeing dates, blah blah blah. I was like, God, what the hell is this? So I just told him to pick any date. So he picked a date in August, I think August 11th or thereabout, knowing fully well that I wanted like my school resumes in September, and me, I wanted to get to school before, like I wanted to get to the UK before school resumes, so I can at least lounge and settle before orientation starts. So I was calculating, God, 3 weeks. So I said, okay, you know what, I'm just going to pay for working. And yeah, another thing you pay for when you're applying for a visa, if you pick Ikeja, you are not paying for center fee. You're only going to pay IHS and visa fee. But if you pick VI, you're going to pay center fee. I think if you pick Abuja, you're not paying as well. But if you're in Lagos, I don't see a reason why you should pick Abuja, except you have connection there and you have money for flights. But me, I didn't have all of that, so I was like, let me pick VI. VI at least is like for VIPs. VIP. Ooh. So yeah, I picked VI, thinking that I'll go and do my visa and I'll do walking, even though I had paid £55 extra to pick VI. And then after that, I wanted to do walking, so I agreed that I was going to pay 45k, yes, for the walking. I got to the place that fateful day, knowing fully well that my date is in August, but I cannot wait till August because I want my visa to come out early. So I went there, I got to the gate, I saw people. If you see the queue, that VI, God. And when I used to work there, because my office is not far from that side, I used to see the crowd. I used to feel like, like, I know it's visa, but I'm like, why are there so many? God, it was when I experienced it myself, I knew. I got there, I told the security man that, can I come in? Because they said that if you are doing walking, in fact, it's like you are doing VIP things, safe that you just enter. I said, no, sorry, can I come in? I want to do my, speaking English. That's that. And I came with, like, there were other people that I met there that also wanted to do walking as well. So, like, the man was like, oh, sorry, we stopped that. And I'm like, that's not possible because it's something that is relating to money. Everybody in Nigeria likes money. Why will people say you stopped something that is generating money for you? I thought it was a joke until one of their officials came out and was like, So their oga, he saw that they were fighting and gbasgbos, so they cancelled everything working. So if you don't have an appointment, you can't come in. Then I asked them, because in the visa application thing, there's this extra money you pay if you are doing self upload, because when you want to upload your documents, you can pick the option of self upload where you upload it by yourself. That one you are paying, you're not paying anything. But if you want them to upload it for you, where you carry your documents to the place and then they will upload it for you, you have to pay 11,000 naira. And then there's now another option of VIP. I think that one was 82,000 naira, that you come in and then you won't follow the queue to do your biometrics. You just be in one special room, they will come and meet you there. So I now told him that, okay, what if I agree to pay for the VIP treatment? I be VIP, I be VVIP. Basically VIP that I'll add the 82k to the 40 something k, that I can't just stand there, like I need to get this done and over with. They said like the only way they can even allow me to do VIP is if I have a date. So if, for instance, my date is July 10 and I come July 9, even if I pay for VIP, they're not going to let me in. They're only going to let me in July 10 anytime as a VIP person. That's when I knew that my village people, they did not want me to go to UK. Well, I was so upset. I waited, I begged. I didn't want to wait though, but because my office was close by, I went to the office, went to relax a bit, came back again to try my luck. It didn't work out. They didn't allow me. So I met a lot of people there that advised me that, you know what, just go on their portal so time and so time, morning or evening time when they are closing, that they used to insert dates. Like, so those days are sold out, but sometimes they just update the portal and insert. I don't know how it is, but you can just see earlier dates. So I went to the office that day. I was very sad. As I got to the office waiting for my colleague so we could go home together, I just checked this thing. I saw that there was date for 2nd of August, and I was already like, my date was 11th of August, so I'm like, 2nd is better, so I picked it. Then I was now waiting again. When I got home the next day in the morning, 8, I tried, I didn't see. I kept on trying. I was able to move my date to 28th of July. So on the 28th of July, I went to go and do my biometrics. The biometric process was very easy. It was just soft. I entered, I already uploaded all my documents, so the only thing I carried was like the checklist and one other thing. Your agents will send it to you, or if you had one that applied, they will send it to your email. So you have to the appointment email, so you have to print it out and all of that. So I sent that, and then after that I was waiting for my visa, and they told me that okay, it will take 15 working days, which is what, 3 weeks. During that 3 weeks, I already resigned from my job. I already, I was ready. I had even gone to go and shop for boxes, did everything, just waiting in anticipation that yes, if they go UK. And at this point in time, my friend already applied, so we were both waiting together. I think she applied a day before me. I applied a day after. So we're both waiting that at least, so if she gets her own on Wednesday, I'll get my own on Thursday. Gee, okay. 15 days came, we didn't see anything. When it was on the 15th working day, that was like the 3rd week, I now saw that I did not receive any email, nothing else. I was already getting scared because a lot of people were already even giving me bad news that because I didn't submit my master's at all. I only submitted my BSc. So like they will ask for what I've been doing all that time. So they will ask for my master's, they will ask for, and that one itself will be causing more delay. And at this point in time, I was contemplating whether I should book my flight ticket or not. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, ticket prices were going up. Like, they were going up. I was like, what will I do? I was waiting, and I emailed them that, please, it's the 15th working day and I had not seen anything. Like, what is going on? They now replied me back that, don't worry, we're gonna get back to you in 10 working days that a decision has been made on your application. So when they said the decision had been made, my mind came down. I was like, at least thank God, it's either acceptance or rejection. But I'm very sure it's acceptance, because if it was going to be a rejection, they would probably have gotten back to you since, and they would even have been asking you for some questions, or they will send you this non-straightforward message. But I didn't get any of that, so I was thanking God. So I kept on waiting. I went to market, I went to do shopping, I was doing everything in faith. At this point in time, I even booked my flight, because guys, we saw the money, and I did not have money. When I was seeing flights 1,800,000, if I see my friend here, come and show your face, don't stress me. See my friend here, she booked her flight for 1.2 million naira, just because she waited for her visa to come out. So see, and me, I know that if I book my flight for 1.2 million naira, what will be remaining in my account that I'll bring to UK? And this UK, you know that UK currency and Nigerian currency, they are different. You still have to change naira to pounds, because I don't have anybody that is earning in pounds except my sister. My sister has her family members to take care of that. I'll not say she should come and dash me money. So basically, we're waiting. I booked my flight. How much did I book my flight, Sef? Almost 500 chabo. At least thank God I saw it in that range. I did not go up. Next thing, after it was now the 20th working day. When it was the 20th working day for my friend Marianne, she got a message saying that she should come and collect her visa. Oh, that day she called me. I was jumping. I was so happy. But at the same time, I was so sad, because I was like, oh God, my friend has seen now. But I had hope that, okay. And she went to collect it. It was positive. So I had hope. I was like, we did it together now. And for her to have gotten her own, I'll get my own tomorrow. The tomorrow came, which was Thursday. I didn't see anything. I was just so lost. I was like, oh my God, what is all this? Friday in the evening. In fact, I already removed my mind from. If you see the people, shout out to all of you that I was calling. Shout out to all of you that I was complaining to, because I was just complaining. I was just sad. Oh God, my enemies don't want me to go to UK. On Friday in the evening. In fact, I wasn't expecting a mail. I don't even know why I went to check on my email. I didn't even see it. Okay, it was the confirmation of my flight ticket that I saw. They sent me an email to remind me that I'm traveling soon. I was just like, and you guys now know the funny thing. As at that time, it was almost end of October or end of September, and me, I wanted to travel, I think first week in October. What am I saying? It was almost end of August, and I wanted to travel first week in September. I wanted to travel 2nd of September. In fact, I wanted to book my flight for 2nd of September, but because of the prices of the tickets, the cheapest one I was eventually able to book was on the 15th of September. And then my mom and everybody was not even convincing me that I should book late, just in case my visa comes out late. That's how God saved me. My visa came out on the 20-something of August. I know it took, because that Friday in the evening they sent me a message, but I couldn't go and pick it on Friday anymore. So I went on the Monday. I'm sure you guys already watched the video of me jubilating and being excited and all of that. So yes, I got my visa. Oh, I was so happy. I was so happy. But yes, so that's how we did the whole process. So, and thank God now I'm in the UK studying. So I have told you guys the process. Now let me give you guys a couple of advice. And first of all, I should have even given this disclaimer before I started this video, but let me just give you guys a disclaimer. Because my own process went like this does not mean that your own is going to go that way. So don't come back to my YouTube channel if something going to happen to you. You'll not be saying, is it fair? Please, though, it's not a fair. Make sure that you follow due process. Whatever they ask you in your respective school, pick it. Another thing I want to advise is that if you want to relocate to the UK, as much as, yes, you are looking for a nice city to be in, do your research very, very well. Look for affordable schools. I'm not saying you should not go and look for affordable school that is not in a good city, that you'll not be looking for work, especially if you are somebody that wants to work and pay your fees, like, or you're assisting yourself, you don't have help from home, don't go to a city that you cannot work. Do your research very well. Me, that I came to Birmingham, the only reason I came to Birmingham, one, is the second largest city in UK, and my goal is London. I don't know when, in fact, people from other places are coming to Birmingham to come and work, so I know that I can easily see work here. Secondly, pick a school that is affordable. If you are self-funded and you are paying your money by yourself, pick a school that is affordable, because by the time you are calculating the money that you have to pay, that is when you understand that you need to pick a school that is affordable, because it's not just school fees are going to pay. House rent in this city is not easy. And guys, if you know you don't have money, don't pick London. London is expensive. You will not see house. By the time you see house, it's cubicle you will see. People are insulting Lagos houses, people are insulting island houses. They are saying island houses, oh my god, they are so small. You'll be seeing small apartment for 1 million, 2 million. The 1 million, 2 million is per year. When you are paying £500, £800 for a small cubicle room per month, convert £500 to naira, especially if you are somebody that maybe they are sending you money from home. Do you know how much that is? So be wise, use your brain. When you want to, don't say because you want to jackpot, you will not do your research, you will just do you understand what I mean? I advise you. And also, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy. If you know that you want to come to UK at the end of the day you want to be doing healthcare work, all those tier 2 healthcare, just pick a course that aligns in that department. Pick a course that aligns in that department, and do you understand? And don't come to UK and come and do more than 20 hours though. I feel like this is the little advice I can give you people before I end this video now. So if you guys want to know about my travel process, how I booked my flight, how I got my extra luggage, how I arrived in the UK, accommodation details and all of that, you guys should watch out for the part 2 of this video. I'm going to be giving you guys a story time on that as well. But for now, I drop my pen and I say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have not. Like this video, share with your friends and family, and if you have any question, if you have anything that you don't understand, or any further question regarding my relocation and all of that, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is in my description box, my Instagram is there, even my comment section is open for you guys to contact me for anything regarding anything, basically anything that my channel is about. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah. Love you. You know, come and do bye, guys.
Bye, guys.